What's good, y'all? It's Noble. Today I'm gonna be breaking down the Space Rage sample I made from scratch, and at the end of the video I'm gonna play a beat I made with it. I want to quickly say thank you for 1.1k. I appreciate it a lot. Make sure you keep subscribing. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so before I break the loop down, this is what the final sample sounds like. So in making this sample, I wanted to switch up to catch you off guard. So for the intro, I'm using the soft piano from Labs, which is completely different from all the sounds in the second, third, and fourth section. Here's a MIDI that I played. As for effects, I'm just using things such as reverb and delay to make it as ambient as possible. So the next 4 sounds in the sample are from Serum, but I had to render them out for CPU purposes. And if you want to know the presets I'm using, just look at the name of each file. So the first one here is these synth chords, which are pretty much essential for any Rage sample. So from here I copied that MIDI onto another synth, but this one has a little bit of an ARP to it. And you'll notice here, here, and here, I'm making sure to create space in the sample. Next thing I got is this heavy distorted bass. And then I have this lead, which really ties the first 3 aspects together. So yeah, here's what these 4 sound like together. So for the second section, I'm bringing in this growl bass accent that sounds like this. And then one of my favorite parts of the sample, which is these really full chords on a pluck that I strummed. These are those same chords sound like with no effects. And with effects. So yeah, for effects here I have 2 instances of Valhalla, one with the default preset and one with the mellow ambience preset. Then I have a slight magic switch, an instance of tall reverb with pretty much the basic settings, a loop writer with these reverses and this little thing at the end of the pattern, an EQ cutting the lows, and then what's doing most of the work is a like water preset on Portal. So going into the third section, I copied those chords from the pluck onto this other pluck that's a lot more heavy and full. Here's what it sounds like. So that sound was really full, but I did want to have another layer on it with another pluck, but this time I added a volume automation to catch you off guard. Here's what it sounds like. By itself, the volume automation might not sound right, but when you put it with the first pluck, this is what you get. Crazy. So to transition between almost all these sections, I'm using one of my favorite accents from my Cadence one-shot kit called Lust. Here's what it sounds like. When you pair that with the transition from my NIRVANA sound kit with CADENCE and another transition from Cadence, this is what you get. To make the intro sound as ambient as possible, I'm using these two textures, which are also both from Cadence. So my favorite part about this sample is how I have it transition from the ambient intro to the rage part, and that's largely because of this reverse right here. So what I did to make that is just add a reverb on the master and turn this wet knob up a lot. And then from there, I just rendered like the first second of the rage part playing and reversed it. As for other master effects, I have this over easy mastering preset on each channel, the mellow ambience preset on Valhalla Supermassive, the subtle chorus doubler preset on Ultra Tap, and the master preset on Relay. And I just messed with the mixes on those. And the last thing I did was listen to the intro again, and I thought it needed some bass. So I found this preset in Labs called Bass Guitar Warm Bass Amp. And the MIDI is pretty simple. This is what it sounds like. And it's also important to note that I cut all the bass frequencies off and everything but the reverse before the reverse comes in, so that way there's no clashing. This is what those automations sound like. And with the textures in reverse, you get this. That's going to be about it for the video, y'all. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe and also like the video. It's crazy for me to see the growth we're having right now. We're already at 1.1k, so thank y'all for that. And yeah, the reason I didn't play the final sample for this one is because I actually made a beat with it, so I'm just going to play that at the end instead. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to go cop Cadence and Nirvana. Go follow my Instagram at prod.noble. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play the final beat now, so I'm out of here. Peace.